Also, game. I don't know if it's just my computer, but the like restream quality is a little blurry. Cool.
All right, we'll try that again. Hello, Sunshine community. Welcome back for another day of bingo here. Starting off with Rimato versus Mason, which should be a pretty hype match. With me here is Jeff Compass.
Yo, what's up, people? This is pretty much like a Div 1 match if we went by the old standards. This is pretty much like the 1 seed versus the 8 seed, I believe. But Mason has had some very close matches with Rimato, and interestingly, he picked draft this time around because I find that interesting because Mason kind of hates draft, or at least he's been on record saying he hates it. But there is some logic in picking something like this. It's just
draft.
It's unexpected.
Does draft help the slower player a little bit?
It does. Indeed does. You can choose 5 goals. If you are able to take pinna goals away, for example, you don't really have to worry about racing to pinna. You can kind of do some more setup. Draft does help the slower player. It's actually a very good pick for Mason. Not to mention, Rimato's actually had a few draft matches where he's lost against slower players, in matches and in scrims. So it's actually a pretty strong pick. Granted, it's not going to be easy. It's still going to be an uphill battle for Mason. It's still Rimato. You can pick any format against him, and it's kind of hard. But okay, Rimato's still in the chat. Someone ban this guy. He's
get him out while he's cheating.
Alright, 1 scrim where he lost to me, but also like matches where he lost to like Largy and maybe this point isn't as good as I thought it was, but he's lost some drafts is all I'm saying. Whereas row control, he really hasn't lost row control. He's lost 1 row control against S&B, and he was like a freak A, apparently.
Yeah, so I think the card is revealed. I'm not seeing it on stream yet, but we're seeing it. Mason has the first click because he won the coin toss. Let's take a look at what's on the card and what some good potential draft goals are. I see 1 Bianco hidden and Bianco 4 hoverless.
I think Bianco 4 hoverless is stronger. Mason drafts 4 Pianta. Mason loves Pianta. Mason loves Pianta.
So does Rimato.
Yeah, but I'm not really a Pianta fan on this card. I guess it can be good with... I guess it's not too bad. There's 9 pipes. Okay, the more I look at this, the more I like it. There's 9 pipes. There's Pianta Shadow Mario. 8 from 1. You can counter this with a Bianco, though. There's Bianco 4 hoverless, 8 from 1, 7 birds, Bianco hidden, etc. And now Rimato can just do 4 hoverless and Bianco hidden if he so wishes. Is kind of
I'm seeing
so
there are a few.
Here.
There are quite a few Serena goals on this card. I see 9 and 18 Serena blues, 4 Serena shines, 1 Serena hidden. On top of that, that's pipes. And I mean, Serena 4 are, if you do that, that gets you, 7 pipes? But we do see Rimato took the Bianco synergy.
Mason takes the first Serena goal. Honestly, I would like if he could take 4 reds, but I don't really think he's going to be able to do it. But you kind of need to respond to Rimato's clicks with it, though, I feel like. And Rimato's probably going to get it anyway, but you should still probably take it. Maybe you can squeeze it out. Maybe if you get, Serena hidden or something earlier, and then you do some Delfinos. I don't know. There's 4 hidden.
Yeah, the other thing I'm seeing here is, other than Serena blues, there's no level-specific blue shines.
True. There's 15 Delfino, but that doesn't really count as a level, so...
Yeah, and that's kind of slow.
It's kind of slow. On this card, it's not that good, because there's no Fruit Ladies, there's no I don't know, nothing that really synergizes. Mason takes it though with 18 lives after Rimato drafts for Serena Shines
And Serena Hidden.
And that's kind of a vicious draft, honestly. Kind of hurts a little bit if you're Mason. But I don't know.
Yeah, it's a rough one.
Mason drafting 18 lives and 15 Delfino. Probably 18 lives is just to counter the potential of a life grind of Serena 2R. I don't know. I think Mason lost the draft here. I don't think anyone's gonna really deny that. But I don't think it's like bad enough where he loses, you know.
Yeah, I just think it's unfortunate, right? Because Rimato managed to take some pretty strong value from both Serena and Bianco.
Yeah.
And the Serena value is definitely taking away a Serena play for Mason a little bit.
Ooh. And Rimato drafts 50 totals at the end. I like drafting 50 when 60's on the card, because if you get 50, you're very favored for 60. Like, it's only 10 differences. Like, if it's like 50 and 70, like, you're still favored for it, obviously, but it's like 20 blues from there is kind of a lot. Whereas like 10 blues, you know, it's not so far away. So
yeah, the other thing, so obviously Pinna and Noki are worth talking about just for progression goals. I see Lily Pad as a pinnacle, and that may be it. I'm not seeing any other one.
Yeah, that's pretty much it on this card. Lily Pad
and Noki, there's Eelshine. Is that the only one?
Progression kind of sucks. It's like Bianco, Serena, and maybe Pianta, and then you kind of just dip your toes in some other worlds, maybe. There's nothing in Rico. I mean, there's like things in Rico, right? Like you can do a boss shine, you can get blues, but it's not like you're gonna go beyond episode 1, you know.
Yeah, and that's kind of the same thing with Pinna. You may go into Pinna and do 1, 2, and 2R, but there's not necessarily a lot of reason, especially if you lose Lily Pad.
Yeah, I think the 4 Pianta was not a good first pick on this card. I think it kind of set the tone for the draft to follow, because Rimato was just able to steamroll the Bianco and Serena stuff. I think just taking either Bianco or Serena, like honestly 9 Serena blues maybe could have been a fine enough draft. And then if Rimato takes Hidden, he takes the 4 Serena shines from there, and then you take the Bianco stuff. I don't know, 4 Pianta, like what does 4 Pianta really get you on this card? There's Pianta Shadow Mario, so obviously if you get that, you're threatening that pretty well. 9 pipes, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, 8 from 1 in Pianta is doable here. And it opens up the Bluebird. It opens up, you know, the fast Hidden in 8, but it is a long. It's a long one, and I mean, I'm not. Is 8 from 1 in Serena even a theoretically possible goal for
possible? Yes.
Rimato? I don't think he's going to do it.
No, I think it is. I think it's actually doable on this card. Like no cap. I actually think that you could do King Boo on this card and have it be justified. Like let me explain, okay? So obviously Rimato's going to want Serena 2R, right? Yeah. He's going to want 4 Serena shines. That's Serena 3. All right. What from there? 4 hiddens, 7 shines and secrets. That's the value from Serena 4R. There's 100 from a boss shine. You do that in episode you can do that in episode 5 because you have it open. That's quick. And then, well, you have 8 shines. Shit, why there's 4 bosses. If I do my 4th boss in Serena, I can win 8 from 1 as well. Like King Boo on this card is actually not the worst. Like I could actually see even Rimato I could see doing King Boo on this card. Rimato is a King Boo hater.
Yeah, and I mean with 18 Serena blues, you could do that while getting the hundreds potentially.
Oh yeah, if there's ever been a King Boo card, this is it. I think.
Yeah, I mean especially Serena is usually slow, but as we discussed, progression on this card is not that important.
And it's draft, so like you can do something slower and have it be better. I actually like. I'm not a huge King Boo fan myself, and I would suggest it on this card possibly. It's like, what are you gonna do? Like, are you gonna? Yeah, you're gonna do Petey. You're gonna do Manta, and then you could, do you really want to do Looper? I don't know. Could. I mean, it's quick, but it's just like. Could also just get 8 from 1 and get like a minute slower boss shine in.
Yeah, I'm just looking at other things, and like other than Blooper, there's not much Rico value. Gelato has the hidden value with 4 and 5 hiddens and shines and secrets. But there's obviously no reason to go past that. It's a there's no X shines in multiple levels. I mean, there is a path to win this without entering Pinna and Noki at all.
Mason has an uphill battle here. I don't think we're mincing any words by saying that. It's tough. Like, his draft, he needs to get 4 reds, I think, honestly. Which kind of sucks, but it's not the most undoable thing. He probably needs to take 18 lives as well. He can ignore 15.
He's going to have to contest pipes.
He needs to contest pipes, which honestly, if you do Pianta 5R, maybe that's the path you want to get started on. You can do lives, do a red. You can still get 9 Serena in your draft period, and then you gotta like do Delfinos maybe or something. Maybe even like Pianta 8, but that probably won't have time for that in the draft period. I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird spot. Gelato 1R can be a viable red.
Yeah, I just keep looking at it, and it's a weird card, and like
I like it.
I feel like this is a card where there's a lot of value to go deep into one of 3 levels.
This would be a good card for the lily pad timer glitch if that was still allowed, because you just can get like a red and you can get a goal for it early. Like, this would be like a lily pad timer glitch card, but unfortunately that's dead in the water, no pun intended.
Yeah, well,
because there's no other
all the
reason
cutscenes. Yeah, I mean, other than a boss.
And you can
do 4 bosses without it.
And 2R has value, at least. Shines and secrets, hidden, stuff like that. Life grind, Kipo.
Yeah. Mason is immediately getting
journey.
Yeah, and unsurprisingly, Rimato is going to open Bianco. You got to do that for Bianco and Serena.
Honestly, unless you're like racing something in Pianta, there's like no reason not to. Or like you're doing Delfinos for whatever reason. Like a Gelato Rush, I feel like there's no reason to. Like, even if you're going to Pianta, you should just open Bianco first. Event cutscene, micro routing, garbage.
Yeah. I would wonder on this card, like, normally you would think, oh, maybe Rimato's trying to bait Mason out of going to Serena, but Serena has so much value here that if Rimato ignores it during the draft, I feel like, and Mason were to call him on the bluff, that would be pretty killer for Rimato, too.
Rimato has time to do all the Serena stuff he drafted and all the Bianco stuff he drafted and then some, so it's going to be tough for Mason to take any of that. But yeah, Rimato has to protect it, pretty much. Getting quick kill. All right, let's go. I respect it. Just gonna go to Bianco first. Makes sense. Don't really need to rush Serena right now. Honestly, you could set up for a few things. Mason,
yeah, I mean, doing
his lives. Or no, he's
doing those 2 Bianco goals is going to get 2 of the 4 reds. And then, I mean,
Serena Hidden is the 3rd.
Serena Hidden is 3, and Pachinko is a fast one.
Yeah, it's like 50 seconds. How fast is Pachinko, actually? I think my 120 split is 50 seconds. But, like, there's a lack of event cutscenes there. Like, you can't really use that as your reasoning. I don't know IL times, because I'm I'm a degen.
Yeah. And Mason
It's
is,
fast.
routing in these lives every chance he gets in.
Yeah, 18 lives is
Delfino.
doable like that. 22 lives is kind of gross for that, but 18 lives is kind of
Yeah,
just
I think
keeps
we
him
are
alive.
seeing Mason go into Serena first
I'm fine
thing,
with that.
which is, I mean, I feel like if he goes into it, that's going to ensure if he gets 9 Serena blues early, Rimato is 100% going in to get the rest of his value.
Ronaldo's gonna go to Serena no matter what, I feel. Ooh.
Yeah, that's fair. It's on this card. It's just such a strong play.
You know what I think would be good for Mason, actually? I wonder if he should just contest blues. He might lose 50. What if he gets 60 and 80? Like, I feel like he's going to need those 2 extra goals. Then again, there's not a lot of synergies. It's just like... I feel like he just needs something, right? Like, there's 60 and 80 totals. Rimato might not get 50. I think that's important to note. Like, it was his last pick. I think Mason needs to find some extra goals here, and honestly, contesting blues might be something Mason should do. I don't know. That's something I'm seeing, at least.
Mason grabbing another life.
That life is actually very underrated to route in. I wish more people would do it, including me.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right on this card, especially that Rimato going with the blue totals could be a bait. And potentially it could be a way to dissuade Mason from going for blues anywhere. Like, Rimato is obviously known as a fast blues and hundreds player.
He's just fast in general.
And a lot of people would not contest Rimato to blues, but
I think
he has used that. He has used that against people before, where they just haven't gone for blues, and Rimato is because they're scared of losing to him, and Rimato hasn't gotten any.
Rimato with the Nixon slide, as that strat's called, I think. Saves like 0.3.
Wow, I didn't know Richard Nixon played SMS.
Mason is having quite the manta. Rimato not routing in that life, which, not a big deal. It's kind of interesting, though. I mean, I know he didn't draft lives, but, like, I don't know. It's a quick life, you know? Maybe Mason doesn't get it. Maybe you want to take it. Fine. Maybe he forgot. Mason has the water blue. He will have to do the Nokis after this. He doesn't have to.
He should, though. Unless he's gonna slow roll 9 Serena and maybe, come back 28 minutes in Serena 4 or something.
I almost wonder if Mason should get 18 Serena during this time. I don't know if you have enough time to, but it's like, you really need to make Serena less appealing for Rimato. And if you leave up 18, like, you can't get 9 and then leave up 18 as like a gotcha goal, right? Like, you need to kind of protect 18 as well, I feel like. But I don't know if you have enough time to do it in the draft. Alright. Rimato doing his 4 hoverless, getting this blue. That was cute. I don't know if he intended to do that. It looked like he, like, accidentally jumped into it, but... still cute. Doing the momentum spin. Chad energy. I don't like the momentum spin because it's scary, but Rimato clicks it. I don't like it hoverless, I should say. Mason
grabbing some
He
birds.
has 6 Delfino blues already. Leaving... Oh, he's just routing in lives. I think.
Yeah.
Interesting. You know what? That's honestly not that bad of routing, because, like, you just end up by a banana here anyway, right? So it's kind of cute. Oh.
Yeah, and I mean, even though he potentially will open a lifeguard spot, this is probably smarter than sitting in Serena 2.
It is a little slow. I mean, that was like 30 seconds for 2 lives, but fine.
So Rimato is getting at least a few Bianco blues here. I don't know. He's not doing the slow ones, but
yeah, I mean, this is on the way to Bianco 3R, right? So, fine. Is there any reason to get the rocket here? No.
No, there's no rockets on the card.
Nope. No
Mason is skipping the blues here, so I do think we're going to see Mason try and get 18 in Serena 4.
Or he can even just micro wrap them in 3 if he wants. Ooh, look at these strats. Oh, never mind. Rimato's like on pace to get like a 38, I think. Now it's gonna be like a 35. Which is still like fine for his standards. It's fine overall. Like I'll get like a 33 and I'm like, yeah, that was pretty good. No, dude! Oh god, that sucks.
Serena 2 is a Serena 2 is a tough secret.
That really hurts. It actually really hurts Mason because he wants lives. So that clip is pretty common. Well, it's not like so common, but it happens once in a while. It's not like unseen before. I think if you like go to the left too far, it can happen when you're doing wall kicks. I've seen it happen to a lot of people, including myself, and it's tragic every time.
As we know, SMS, very well made game.
This game sucks.
No glitches.
Alright, Mason getting that life back. Yeah, that kind of blows. Like, it's technically your fault if that happens, I think, but it's like, you still feel like you were robbed. And I feel like Mason was robbed to an extent, honestly.
Interestingly, Rimato is going back for the second PD fight.
That's fine. It's interesting. I mean, he's probably thinking 8 from 1 with Bianco anyway, with the bird to counter Pianta. And he still has time to do Serena after this. Oh god. This is fine. I mean, it's 4 bosses. You open up hiddens.
He also can get blues while doing the fight, which is, you know, a Rimato special.
I actually really like this play from Rimato, if I'm being honest. I think this is going to put Mason in quite the chokehold.
Yeah, I mean, Mason so far has not gone to Pianta, although foreign Pianta is relatively fast, so he has some time.
Mason is just committed to Serena. And the issue is, Rimato still has time to go to Serena. Like, more than adequate time. Mason with the left side whenevers.
Mason's not even doing 2R.
I'm going to be honest, this is looking kind of rough for Mason. Like, it's not over or anything, it's just like, how is Mason going to contest things right now, it feels like. Like, he might just have to go to Pianta after this, but like, he's probably losing 4 reds at this point in the draft. I would argue, even if you don't want to do Serena 2R, like, you don't think you're going to get the goal, maybe you just do it for the red. Try to, like, work your way towards reds, but it's like, also, like, you're probably not going to win reds.
Yeah, reds is really hard for Mason with Pianta, just because the 2 reds in Pianta are pretty far.
The more I look at this, the more I think Mason is pseudo-delaying 9 Serena blues to hide information. So
that's probably right.
Yeah, like, look at a few of them. He's 4, I think, right now. Yeah, Rimato's ahead to, like, everything right now, besides Serena, and he still has time to get the Serena stuff. He's ahead to blues, he's ahead to 8 from 1, he's ahead to the birds.
He's ahead to hiddens and shines and secrets.
Yeah, it feels kind of rough right now. Let's see, it's definitely not over. It's just like not a pretty start, I would say. Not looking pretty.
I don't want to like.
It's not over.
I don't want to be too harsh to Mason here.
I wouldn't know what to do. If I'm being honest, if it was this draft, I would probably cry. So it's fair. It's not an easy
Yeah, so Mason is now going to Pianta.
Ron's just
think.
hard rushing this 8 from 1, I think. How these life trips compare to just doing Serena 2R? I don't know. The lives aren't quick. I'm gonna say that. I mean, it's like 30 seconds for 2 lives, probably, maybe a little less, maybe 20.
So Rimato is getting this bird.
May as well. I mean, you could also just do a drink 6R, but you may as well just get it here. This is his 5th shine, or 6th shine from Bianco, I think.
Yeah. It's 6.
Okay.
He's even going to get water blue.
Look at this 120 routing. I think Rimato ran 120 before, but I'm not sure. Keepa.
He did.
I just saw it as a meme.
Oh, okay.
He hates 120.
So now Mason is going back.
I don't know if you can pause there. You might mess up the, like... Okay, now you're fine. I think, okay, it might actually be 2 pauses before the banana clip won't work anymore. Or, I don't know.
So Mason's going to get the 9 Serena here. I would assume 18 Serena.
The issue with this, like, I don't know how you play this in a way that makes Rimato scared of Serena, but, like... I don't know. Now Rimato's just going to go to Serena, you know? It's kind of the issue. I mean, he was probably going to go anyway, so I guess it's like you really don't have a say in how this is going to turn out for you. Mason has to click that. He has 9 Serena blues, so now he's stopping.
Yeah, he clicked it.
Now Rimato knows, okay, well, I still have 9 minutes of my draft period. Why don't I go do Serena and take the goals that he's probably going to take if I don't? And yep, there he goes.
Yeah.
And Mason is technically masking progress. Like, you might read that as Serena 2R.
Yeah, but Rimato should be able to get Serena 2R and 4 Serena.
He has enough time for 4 Serena shines. Manta's 3 minutes with a whenever, I'd say. Serena 2R is like 1:40. That makes 4:40. Serena 2R is... It's going to be tight, but I think he's going to finish it at like roughly 29 minutes if I had to guess. He can't die. Like, if he dies in Serena 2 or something, that might make the difference. He'll get at least Serena hidden. That's for sure. Oh, that was a kind of woke bonk. Some Z menuing. He has 14 blues.
Yeah, I mean, if Rimato has a rough Manta or a Death, Mason could steal 4 Serena Shines, which would be nice for Mason. Mason also, after this, Mason, this is 5 pipes, Mason can go to Pianta and get 9, but he is definitely going to lose 4 reds.
Yeah, you don't win 4. I mean, I think you kind of know that when you draft it. You're like, yeah, I probably don't win this. I'm just trying to take it away. And maybe if like I come up with a route that gets it, it'll be nice. But how'd that work?
Yeah, I mean, I think with the lily pad no pipe clips on this card, that makes it a lot harder.
Mason has to be careful not to die here, or else it's going to reveal he's probably in secret. Oh, that's cute! Dude, that was woke. You see that jump for that life?
Yeah.
That was sick. Maybe it wasn't that cool and I'm just freaking out for no reason, but I thought that was sick.
Yeah. Mason is up quite a few blues, and I think he is probably going to win blue totals if he just
He needs
wraps them in with the
that's
rest.
fine. I feel like he needs blues personally. Like if this on this card, I feel like you need blues if you're Mason. I don't know how you win without blues. You have to hope Rimato maybe ignores 50. Going to unlock Rico Harbor. All right, these gameplay mistakes from Rimato could make the difference. These whenevers. Rimato has to also just play the secret well. Like he can't die. Like Rimato should get 4 as long as he doesn't have any catastrophe. But Serena 2 and Serena 2R are both shines where you could very easily die if you're not careful.
Did Mason finish out 18 Serena?
I think so.
I think he did. I think he's just delaying it.
I agree. And that's actually good information, because when Rimato is forced to click 4 Serena Shines, you can like delay it for like a minute after that, you know, or something like that.
I should have been keeping track because that's like the only level specific blue shine.
I was pretty sure he had it. I was pretty sure he had it because I saw him Z menu at like 14, and then he got what I thought was 4 more.
Yeah.
It's tough to say if the Bianca 6 was. Yeah, I mean, you probably don't want to make Serena this close. Oh, that's huge. That could be huge right there. That could be huge.
Yeah, I think Mason is probably going to be able to steal 4 Serena now. And he is...
I don't know. It's still close, but like that could be major.
Yeah, I mean, Rimato's going to have to do 2 whenevers and finish 3 and 4 in about 2 minutes.
That could be very important, what just happened.
Yeah.
I don't know. Might even consider just doing that. Oh, okay, he lost.
Oh,
it.
wow.
Now it's gone.
That is... These are uncharacteristic gameplay mistakes for Rimato.
Yes and no. This season, he came in, like, he's explained this a few times, but he's came into the season on, like, a very big IL grind from any percent. And he says his RTA gameplay is a little weaker than usual.
Okay.
So
well,
compared to last season,
so.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, even so, like I don't.
This
really
isn't any
expect
percent. Yeah, I mean these are any percent shines.
Yeah, it's a little not what you would expect from Rimato, but
this is now 6 pipes for Mason.
Yeah, so now he's pretty much lost Serena, or 4 from Serena. He could maybe make the call to do Serena 4 instead of Serena 2R, just to like, because it's faster, but I don't even think that's enough right now. It'll probably be the
I mean, I also think that would be kind of a greedy call for Rimato. Like,
possibly.
He obviously doesn't know that Mason didn't do a hidden in Serena, but there would have been reason for Mason to do one of them.
Oh.
We're now seeing Mason go into Pianta, so...
Rimato's nervous. He's shaking right now. I can tell. He's just like, oh god, what do I do? Serena 2 is kind of a scam, to be fair. We saw Mason get scammed as well. I'm liking Mason's position, though, right now, with just... mainly because Rimato made a... It wasn't even a gameplay mistake. Like, it's like, I don't know, did Rimato really need to do Bianco 5 and 6 right now? Like, you could argue that's a routing mistake. Like, I don't know, do you really need to commit to 5 and 6 this early? Like, why don't you do Serena Shines after, or like after 4, right? And then if you have time in your draft, that's when you go back and do your Bianco stuff, right? What do you think about that?
I mean, I think that's right. I think the Bianco 6 play, given that you have all the Serena value on the card, does seem a little greedy. Because you have to think that Mason is not seriously contesting at least Bianco goals. Now, obviously,
he's
the bird is something that maybe he's contesting, and I think, honestly, Mason delaying 9 Serena Blues might have baited Rimato into the ring playing Bianco.
That's a good point. That's a good point, yeah.
Rimato might have been thinking, oh, Mason isn't that far in Serena. He's doing a weird split play with Pianta and trying to hide everything.
Yeah. Like, even the Bianco 6 wasn't necessary. Like, even Bianco 5, he would be finishing this at 26 minutes right now. And he would finish Serena 3 at, like, roughly 27 and a half. But now, it's just like, he doesn't get it. So, it's actually pretty rough. Mason is going to want to keep an eye on the card now that he sees Serena hidden light up and it's close to 30 minutes. If he doesn't click it right away, that can make a difference.
Yeah, and we're gonna obviously want to make sure we unclick right on.
Yeah, I'll have the card up.
Yeah,
I don't think Rimato can get this.
Mason.
Okay. I didn't even
no, there's no.
Yet.
I mean, Serena 3 is fast, but it's not that fast.
Yeah, Rimato's lost it. It's gone. It's gone.
This is gonna be kind of a nice steal for Mason as long as he catches it.
All right, 30 minutes. And Mason right on the dot takes 4 Serena. That is a huge take.
Mason was waiting to finish the Piantissimo text box.
I mean, if there's a contested goal, you stand around and wait. You know, you're waiting. You're not like, oh, I'll get this after the shine. Like, I paused the game too. Like, yeah, so that's kind of a big take. It also does reveal a decent amount from. And now Mason
Rimato is going in for 18 Serena Blues, which I'm kind of surprised. Like, I do think Mason needs to click this very soon.
He has the information to do so. Pretty much.
Yeah.
You can assume that with the timing. Okay, he clicks.
That is a great delay.
Yeah, I mean, like, Rimato even wasted, like, even if you argue, like, Serena 4 is a shine, that just wasted, like, 10 seconds from Rimato. Mason's in a very good spot right now, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, I think Mason played the draft actually really well. You know, we were talking about how it's a little rough. He played it well, but, like, yeah, Rimato made mistakes, but you also have to capitalize on those, and I think Mason was set up well to do that.
You have to okay, so it's like a mixed bag. It's like Mason did play it well. It wouldn't have really worked though if Rimato didn't make the gameplay mistakes though, right? Like, we can't really take that away. But it's also like that's what bingo is. Like, you have to play well. You can't just. It's not just about routing. You know, gameplay is half the battle, if not arguably a little bit more. Like, gameplay is huge. So yeah, you could make the argument. And I'm sure Rimato would in like the interview to be like, yeah, well, I played better, but it's like, you didn't play better. You know, this is how the card panned out.
And
you know,
it's interesting. Like, Mason kind of has baited Rimato into contesting blues, but Mason is up 10 blues, and I mean, I guess it's a matter of who gets to Pinna first.
You don't even need Pinna. Mason has Rico open. He hasn't set foot in Rico yet. It's also a boss.
True.
You also can open a hidden location. Like, I think Rico actually is
for Mason. It would honestly, like, this is 9 pipes. It would be really smart of Mason to leave Pianta now and go and finish off 50 blues.
I'm not even doing the shine. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, they're in a race.
I mean, I would argue he'd want to finish it for 7 shines and secrets, maybe, but I guess right now you really can't afford that. Rimato is like, okay, I've lost so many goals, I need blues now, and that probably is the right call. So he's probably gonna go to Rico.
I think, yeah, if Mason goes to Rico to get blues, he's gonna get 50 huge. And 60. I hope he sees this.
Huge. He's leaving. No. Wait, he's thinking. Come on, Mason.
Thinking. Okay.
Come on, Mason. No, dude.
Oh, that's gonna be.
Yeah, it's
a little unfortunate.
I mean, maybe he can make the difference in 8 from 1 and 7 bluebirds in this time, is what he's thinking. It could be a trade. If he gets, like, I don't know, I don't think you can really get that much done in the time it takes Rimato to get 16 blues in Rico. Yeah, I mean, it's... Oh, Rimato's not even doing Rico.
contesting reds.
Mason has another chance. Mason has another chance to leave after this. He might. I mean, he's probably going to. Like after 4 for Pianta, do you really want to do Pianta 5? I don't know.
There's no reason at this point.
I guess you don't have the information Rimato has Bianco 5 open or Bianco 6 done.
Yeah, but I think with the route Mason has done, I think he has reason to think he's probably behind in Shines and Secrets. And yeah, I mean, there's the red coin click. So yeah, I'm hoping we see Mason go to Rico and try and pick up fast blues. Because
They're tied.
50 and 60,
I mean, they can both do that right now. I think that's where Rimato's going. But Mason has a lead. He has a lead by about 10 blues. And I think he's going.
That is what he's doing.
He's booking it. He's booking it right now. This is actually very huge for the game. If Mason gets this, the game is all but his, I feel like. Or at least maybe he's in a very, very good spot.
He's in a good spot. I wouldn't say it's over by any means, but
I don't want to say it's his game. I shouldn't word it like that, but he's very favored, I should say.
Yeah. Yeah, and he should be able to get 20 blues pretty quickly. Especially, faster than Rimato. In the first 10, he's going to get faster than Rimato, and at that point, Rimato is not going to be feeling great.
I think you feel like you lost if you're Rimato after this. Now, there's the possibility Mason stops after 50 and Rimato just sneaks up on 60. That could be something that happens.
I feel like if you're in Rico 1, getting the extra 10.
I agree. This has been an interesting week of bingo for Rimato. Like, even if he wins or loses this, he's definitely showing a little bit of weaker matches than usual, I would say.
Yeah.
Like, even if he wins this, it's not a win that's, like, dominating, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it really is, like, between this and his other match, like, Rimato pretty thoroughly beat up on JJ, who's a very fast player. Had a close match against Danny, but, he is struggling.
Rimato is crying.
Yeah, and
you can hear the tears.
And we see Mason is finishing off 60 here. So, yeah. For usual bracket, it's first to 13. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be, for Rimato, this is going to be 4 bosses.
Is it? Yeah, it is.
But honestly, I don't think Mason's going to feel that bad about it, because Mason has won.
Yeah, I mean, Mason. If you do Pianta and Serena, you're probably not feeling like you're contesting.
Was that 10 Delfinos? Yeah, so he's finishing out 60 with the 15 Delfino blues.
That's a little questionable, but I guess he was running out of fast blues in Rico. He had like 15, and after that, it's like the blues kind of start being crap. If Rimato kept going with the blues, he'd probably overtake him, but I guess when you see 50, you're like, yeah, I'm not going to even bother.
Yeah, especially when Rimato is at 40-something.
How does Rimato get back in this?
I mean, he's going to do 8 from 1, 7 bluebirds. He's delaying 4 bosses, which is not horrible, because I think with Mason's clicks, he doesn't have a lot of bosses.
You probably want to do that to maybe hide on the Bianco progress you have.
Is Rimato contesting 15 Delfino blues?
I don't think he's contesting 15. I think he's just doing fast blues and maybe trying to get to 60, but I just don't think he can. Maybe with Pianta. I don't know. Depends how many fruit ladies Mason does, I guess. He only needs to do 1 more. I don't know if that's going to make the difference, really.
Yeah, I mean...
I don't know.
There is a possibility Rimato snipes 60.
60 would be a huge take, I think.
Yeah.
Is he going to open Pinna? No, he can't. He cannot afford to open Pinna right now.
No, he's just going to get the Jelly Skip Blue. Because he missed this earlier.
Is huge. So Mason only needs 3 blues, but they're not quick blues.
It's 2 jelly skips and fruit lady, right?
It's a fruit lady, yeah. And fruit ladies, as we know, are not the quickest in the world.
Oh, fire
Fire
Pianta.
Pianta as well. I don't know, Mason might.
And then you can do the second jelly skip.
Yeah, this is probably Mason's.
Yeah. I mean, Rimato is fast, but it's 1 blue versus 5.
Mason can't, like, if he plays well, he's fine, but if he messes this up, it'll probably go Rimato. But looks like he's fine. He's in there. Oh, no, dude! That's so rough, actually. Rimato is just hard rushing this right now. Like, he's not even getting the link. You can't really afford to get the link right now. Yeah, this goes
Rimato is going to steal this.
Yep.
That is definitely a little rough for Mason.
It is. I mean, that comes down to a gameplay mistake, but same thing you could argue for Rimato's Serena, so.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, goes into the cop secret. You just exit. There's no value in the shine. I guess there's 26 shines on the board. Maybe you want to finish it. I don't know. It's not a quick. It's not like a quick Delfino though.
No. Yeah, so we're gonna see the Bianco Shadow Mario play here. Mason is just gonna do a fruit lady instead.
These throws are questionable. Auto ignoring Bianco 7. That's interesting. He's just doing 6R.
Yeah, I mean it's a hidden and a shine and a secret.
That was a good time for hidden.
Doesn't he have to do it for
from 1? Yeah. Technically, what would be optimal is Rimato re-entering 6, or if you want 6R. The logs are there, which makes it about 2 seconds faster. It's fine.
I feel like Mason still needs to try and win 80 totals.
Probably will. I don't think you give up on that. This could be huge if Mason's making the 8 from 1 call now. / bird call. That might be bad timing for Mason.
Yeah, because he just doesn't know how deep Rimato is in Bianco.
Rimato's still delaying 4 bosses, which is probably the correct call. I mean, it is the correct call. But definitely conceals a little bit of Bianco knowledge. Well, you could argue at this point in the game, like, yeah, it could be Mecha, right? Like, you don't know 4 bosses is PD2. You might read it as like that because of the card, so I think it's a fair delay.
Yeah, this is 3 hiddens for Rimato and 6 shines in secret, and I'm sure we're going to see him head to Gelato to sweep up all 3 of those goals, as well as
now is a decent
get more
time
birds.
Ooh, he's gonna end the small Pianta not moving. You can see it. Auto re-entering. Maybe he just wants to secure 8 from 1.
Yeah.
How many shines does he have? Is this 8 from 1? This would be 8 from 1, right?
This would be 8 because he has. Yeah. This would be 2 through 7, which is 6 shines, and then the 2 hiddens. I mean, the good news for Mason, if Rimato clicks this, is Mason at this point is going to know, okay, I can leave. But yeah, Rimato only clicked 8 from 1.
I mean, you could worry that 50 totals was like Pianta 6, maybe. Because you get like 10 extra blues in Pianta 6. I don't know. That's what he's thinking. Still delaying 4 bosses. Doesn't really need to delay that anymore, I feel like. Because if you click 8 from 1, like, it's not... I don't know. Really not think that's Bianco if you're... Although it's still working, because Mason's still going for the 7th bird. I guess there's also Pianta Shadow Mario, so... But, like, what's Mason reading that? Is he reading that as, like, Serena or something? Even then, you would have to click 4 bosses for King Boo. Yeah, Rimato getting 60 totals definitely helped him get back in this, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it would be definitely a very different match. I mean, I'm
I
trying
think
to
if
think
Mason
like
gets totals, he's
Mason
favored personally.
is behind to bosses, hiddens. That's 3 goals. 7 shines and secrets. That's 4.
Romato's in a good position again. I really do feel like the 60 totals narrowed everything for Mason, if I'm being honest. Because I think
Yeah,
Mason's
I
win
think
con was like pretty tight.
Mason
And
is
then he
at
was
least trying to
favored.
contest 80 blues, clearly. Because he's getting these blues in Pianta. And I
Like if
wouldn't.
Mason gets 60 and 80, that put him at 10, right? And then he just needs Pianta Shadow Mario's his, and then he just needs to kind of maybe like Eel with 26 shines.
Yeah, I mean, the
Something like
unfortunate
that.
thing right now is like Mason is ahead to 80 to Pianta Shadow Mario. I don't know who's ahead right now to 26. Oh, it's definitely
Mason's
Rimato.
at 17.
Rimato's at
Trade.
22.
Wow. I think at 22. I believe
Uh,
it. I'm just like how. Like that's
yeah,
a
I
lot
mean,
of
I
shines.
saw 16 and 60 blues.
Yeah, I would do it. I really think if Rimato didn't get that 60 blues though, like it would be probably a different story for who's favored.
Yeah, I mean, I think like I feel like Mason. Because I'm just trying to count goals here. Like Mason could win this losing birds, but I don't think he realizes he's behind to it. Like if Mason were to go for, it's hard because he has to win both Lily Pad and Eel and hundreds in a boss. And he's got,
Yeah, I mean
like, for a Mason win, he's, man, I don't see 5 goals for Mason. That's the problem.
no. Yeah,
I'm like thinking even if he had won 60.
I think if you won 60 and you win 80, you win Pianta Shadow Mario. That puts you at. What does that put you at? 60, 80. That puts you at 11, right? I think if you're Mason at that point, you just kind of do some 50-50s. Like, there's in a boss episode. It's a neutral goal. Ramato's not going to stop for it. Lily Pad. Is he going to go to Lily Pad? Like, Eel. You know, there's things that you could win to if you have those 11 goals.
Yeah.
You could argue
Yeah, I mean, I
is
think
scared of birds at that point because he has to stop for birds. And it's like, all right, well, while he's doing that, I'll do Lily Pad. I think if Mason got all the blues and he gets the Pianta Shadow Mario, he's in good control of the board at that point.
Yeah, like if Mason rushed, well, no, because he hadn't gotten the Pianta bird. So I feel like Mason maybe has realized he's not going to win bird.
I guess when you see 8 from 1, you probably get that suspicion. Because where else is 8 from 1? Like 8 from 1's not Serena. It's just not. Auto would have clicked 9 pipes probably.
Yeah, now Ramato's heading to Pinna. And
Rimato might finish up 80 in Pinna. I could see that happening. But I think Mason's trying to finish up 80 in Gelato. So.
Yeah, Mason should win this.
Yeah. Rimato's also doing a honey skip. Yeah, Mason only needs 4 more blues. And he's been grinding for these. Rimato has 7 in a secret, right? Just not clicking it?
Yeah. Yeah, with Gelato 1.
It's an interesting delay, honestly. I feel like you would want to click that, but maybe not.
I don't know. Mason hasn't necessarily shown a lot of reason to think that he's done too many secrets.
80 is clicked.
I mean, Mason is going to try and contest birds, I think. Or hopefully he's just getting a quick shine. Like, if Mason were to make a read now that he needs to, like, rush fast Delfinos,
I don't think he gets 26.
Rimato's
shines.
not
I
even going for birds.
think
Rimato
nice
is
69 blues. Needs one more to round it out.
gonna go for eel.
Rimato looking kind of. Oh, he's just getting some one blue to trade in. I mean, you need the blue. You gotta make ends meet. You need it.
Yeah, I mean, if Mason is able to steal bluebirds, that's kind of a nice steal for him.
That puts him at 11, and then it's like lily pad, eel, hundreds in a boss episode are 50-50s, right? That's
yeah, I mean, I imagine we're gonna see Rimato do Cannon Mole and probably Noki 200s.
I don't know. That might be a little too greedy for 26. Maybe you just do like a Delfino and Noki.
Yeah, and there's the 7 in secrets click.
Did Mason do Pianta SM?
No, he only did Pianta 6.
Mason
I think,
unlocking...
yeah, Mason got both both bluebirds. Rimato's rushing 26. So, I mean,
Mason has a very narrow win con. It's just like you need to get birds.
he needs to win eel and lily pad and birds
or boss
and
shine.
Yeah.
If he wins birds and Pianta Shadow Mario, that's 11, right? He needs to win birds. That's part of his win con. He needs birds. He doesn't win birds, it's very tough to win. He needs birds, and then he has to 50-50 between hundreds in a boss shine, lily pad, and eel. Those are the 3 neutral goals. Neither player at this point has progress to either of them. Any of them.
Yeah.
Rimato's technically ahead in hundreds in a boss shine because he has Serena 500 open, and that's pretty quick compared to the others, at least.
Yeah, I mean, Mason is now trading into Noki, so he's not even going into Pinna.
It's interesting. I guess if you're Mason, you really feel like birds are a lost cause, but it's just like he needs them. He needs them right now, you know? It's tough to see that.
Yeah, and now Mason is going to be, 20 or so seconds behind Rimato into Noki.
And the thing is, hundreds in a boss shine, by Rimato doing eel, he will be ahead to a fast hundreds in a boss shine. Unless Mason makes the call to do it right now, which would be wild.
Oh, Rimato's going for Goldbird for a 5th hidden.
Yep, this could make or break something right now.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the call Mason.
I don't know. This is still fine for Rimato because he's going to get 11 goals now. Now he can just be the one who 50-50s lily pad and hundreds in a boss shine. He doesn't even need eel. Yes.
True.
Still has Serena 500 open. It's quick. Quick-ish, I guess. Oh! Tough.
Yeah, I bet we see Rimato go and do 7 birds now.
Yeah, I think now. I think Mason needed to rush 7 birds, but like I don't know. It's tough to see that. I guess it really is. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's hard, right? Mason has to win a bunch of 50-50s. Where
Mason's win con was
he's
so
behind.
Narrow. His win con was so narrow, and now Rimato can just do birds into lily pad, and then he just wins.
Like to Mason's credit, I mean he had a not great draft, and really put himself in a good position.
I'm telling you, that 60 totals was, like, major.
Yeah.
Think about it, like, it would be 10-10 right now, otherwise. I mean, we don't know how.
Yeah, and I feel like he was making a lot of really good choices until that. Like that.
I don't like the Delfino 50 with 60. I feel like that was kind of greedy. Like, yeah, it's a nice even number, but I feel like you should get at least, like, 3 more in Rico. There were still some fast ones left, and then you don't have to, like, do anything too weird in Delfino. And you win 60. I mean, theoretically, we don't know how the game would have played out, but it would have been a 10-10 game right now.
Yeah, and there's seven birds, and Rimato is just going to do lily pad.
Yep, that would be game. So
because he has no reason to think that Mason has any pin of progress. Yeah, Mason is doing pin of 2. Yeah, I don't like. obviously Mason still needs to make a lot of good calls to win with 60 blues, but it definitely puts Rimato under a lot of pressure, and maybe that can get Rimato to make more mistakes.
Well, it would have narrowed down the win con, and it would have made more 50-50s, which would have given Mason a much better chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if Rimato wins this, I mean, he's looking a little more vulnerable than most of his matches, I would argue, recently. And it could be because of his IL grind. Hasn't really had as much focus on bingo.
Yeah, Mason has also, like, Mason has played Rimato close a couple times, too. Right, there was the Row Control Showcase match where Mason, like, the score didn't look close, but I feel like Mason played pretty well and was, like, one or two small things away from winning. This is obviously a pretty close match. You know, moral victory doesn't feel good, but
yeah. All right. Well,
you know, I do think
had
like
really close matches against Rimato, except for me because my gameplay was poo poo. But Peaches had a close match. Mason very debatably was in a position to win halfway in, and then Rasmus obviously won. And that's interesting because when you look at like previous Div 1s, or even like current players like JJ, like JJ's second. JJ never has that close of matches against him. It's not right now.
He had some during finals last season.
It's like close, but it wasn't that close.
Yeah.
But yep, Mason getting hundreds in a boss shine. He should delay this. It doesn't really matter though. There's like always a small chance Rimato leaves to do it, but I kind of doubt it. Yeah, good showing though. Now we just gotta watch Rimato do Pinna shines. Hopefully redeems himself with so many percent shines after the Serena 2 Kipo.
Yeah, I mean Mason at this point is just going for eel. Yeah, I mean I just think like
needed birds.
Yeah,
birds was like huge.
I mean 60 was the real huge one. Like Mason was very clearly
huge.
Behind birds because he had to do Pianta 7 and go into 8.
Yeah, but it's still something you can take. I get it, because you see 8 from 1, right? And 7's in a secret. You know it's Bianco, but and so you know to yourself, that could light up at any time, and I could just waste a bunch of time. So making the call to seal something like that, even if it takes a little bit of time, it's not easy. It really isn't. It's just like...
Yeah, it's hard when you're behind to make the right calls.
But it's objectively what he needed to do. Maybe not objectively, but it's something he needed to do, and it's not really easy to see it. So I don't think anyone really blames him, but it was a tough call. I will say doing Burns would have given Mason a lead into Pinna at least as well, which could have narrowed the 50-50s down a little bit, but...
Yeah, I mean, I do think he saw that Noki was maybe a little more valuable than Pinna.
Yeah, you could argue. I mean, there's 2 goals there. You get a fast hundreds and a boss shine. You get eel. Not unreasonable to think Rimato could be doing eel right now.
Mason was just at the point where it's like you have to make correct calls and beat Rimato in gameplay and like hope. I mean, you have to hope that you're making the right calls without knowing which of several win cons Rimato's going for.
So, ooh, not a 1 cycle. Yeah, so Mason might get eel. Will not matter too much. We're just watching him do some shines. How's your day, Devil?
Pretty good.
Good. That's good.
Yeah, it's the weekend. I was exposed to COVID, so I'm stuck waiting
That's rough.
to make
I'm
sure it all
sorry to hear that.
passes. But I'm negative, so
That's good.
that's the important thing.
I'm probably
but,
exposed to COVID like every day, knowing college.
Yeah, very true.
But I somehow have not gotten it in a year or 2 years, whatever, how long this has been going on.
I mean,
I'm not stable working.
get the vaccine. If you do, you're not going to get that sick, even if you do get it. So, yeah. So Mason could maybe finish Shield before Lily Pad, but it's over.
It's been over since Rimato did birds and was in Pinna, unless he made gameplay mistakes. Rimato trolling, eating all the fruits. Oh no, he's just doing the boomer clip. I thought he was like messing around for a second.
Do you call that boomer clip?
Here. This is, I think people call it boomer clip. I mean, it's the boomer clip. No one does this nowadays, really, because there's a beach clip that's like 2 seconds faster, and arguably just as easy. Well, I used to do this for a while, so I can't really judge it. Cannot judge it. Still pretty reliable.
Yeah,
like still fine strat. This might die.
Yeah, so final score is going to be 13-11.
Okay, so 13-11. Mason ahead to Pianta SM. So almost a 13-12.
And I think, like we said, 1 or 2 things go the other way. Mason makes 1 or 2 different calls, and he could have won this. All
right, GG's. Pretty close match. Players in Division 1 have been looking pretty good against Rimato, so
yeah.
Hopefully Mason walks away from this match with that. We'll get an interview if they so wish. I assume they will want to talk about this.
Yeah, probably.
Want to talk about this.
GG's Rimato.
Yo, GG's.
GG's. Were you sweating during this match a little bit at any point?
Yeah, I think ever since I was in Sirena 2, I was shaking a lot.
Yeah, that was a little tragic.
Yeah, the IL grind not really helping out yet, since I start to overthink all the IL shines. So it kind of sucks.
Yeah,
But
that was
yeah,
that lost you the 4, obviously.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on going for the momentum spin the first time around, but since I had died, I didn't want to cover it out. But then I had to do so anyways, because I didn't just want to instantly lose the game.
Hi, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
GG's. It was definitely a close match at points. I think if Mason gets 60, he doesn't win. 60 was very close. He was doing a coconut clip for Jelly Skip 2, and he accidentally clipped down to the cop secret, and that would have been a 60th blue. And because of that mistake, you got 60 blues.
Yeah,
so if Mason gets it, he doesn't win necessarily, but certainly makes his life a hell of a lot easier.
Yeah, he wouldn't have had to win like 3 50-50s at the end.
Yeah, he would just be able to do hundreds. Like, he could 50-50 on like hundreds in a boss shine and I don't know, something else, maybe birds. He could have taken birds. That was the other thing in late game. Was Mason had Pianta 6 done for pretty much most of late game, and to be fair, I wouldn't really feel comfortable contesting birds at that point when you show 8 from 1. So it's honestly not a unfavorable call, but that would have been huge if he took it.
Yeah, birds were scary, so but I couldn't really afford stopping by for them. I was gonna go for them with the 80 totals, but then Mason clicked it, so I kind of didn't feel worth just doing it for the birds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I think if I
curious, Rimato.
rush
Oh, go ahead, Mason.
if I rush birds after 80 totals, I win it, but um, I was too worried. Maybe I was worried about being behind in Noki.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
Noki did have
also
2 goals almost with the hundreds and a boss shine and then eel. So it was fair
yeah,
to just
I
assume
was
Rimato would
really
go there.
scared of I was really scared of Nokia as well since I did Delfino signs for 26, so there was definitely an opening for you to get the lead there.
Yeah, I'm curious. Just the 50 into 60 blues was kind of a big moment. So, like, Rimato, what were you thinking as you got sniped to 50?
I was trying to count if that was in Pianda 6. I think it was like 2 minutes after 4 from Pianda, so unless he was like 1 or 2 blues away, it wasn't in Pianda 6, so that's why I didn't immediately go for the 8 from 1. And I could have gotten 50 if I delayed the reds, but Mason hadn't clicked for from Pianda yet, so I thought that he had
Yeah.
both of the Sirena reds, so I thought it was more contested and it only took like 50 seconds, but that 50 seconds ended up mattering for, I guess, both of the totals, kind of, since I only won because of Mason did a mistake.
It's not an unreasonable call. I mean, he drafted it. Mason, did you think about 4 reds at all, or were you just taking that to take power away?
I thought about it when I drafted it, but then when I got both lives and 15 Delfino blues, I kind of saw the route I had, and I was like, this is better than trying to focus on reds. So I don't think I did. Did I do a single red all game? I did Noki 3. That was it.
Yeah.
Where did you get your lives then? I was definitely thinking that was
I
Sirena 2.
life routed them in Delfino and the arena box.
Oh, that's pretty impressive since it was pretty early on in the game.
I was hoping the play was, to click them so quickly after each other that if you had to choose between like 4 from Serena or 18 in Serena or hidden in Serena, you'd click hidden thinking I already had that.
Yeah, I read that as you got like 17 lives in Sirena 2 Reds and then got the 18th live and the 9th blue in Sirena 3. But I wasn't really concerned about the Sirena blues. I kind of just gave that up until you signed me to 4 from Sirena. Then I kind of
Yeah,
panicked
the one play I second guessed myself because I was like, man, there's some value to Pianta. I could see Rimato trying to steal it if I leave 4 from Pianta. Um, what I wanted to do was rush totals after Pianta 3, which was my 9th pipe, and take 50, 60 totals, 15 Delfino blues, and then go back and do all of Pianta. And I think that would have been the better play. But
I'm pretty sure there was no way you could get 8 from 1 since I did like 6 Bianca signs and you had to click the 4 from Bianca, so I could always get info on you. So unless I was doing something that was more important than the 8 from 1, I could just always get to it first.
yeah,
Mason, so
but there's
you
still
18
plenty of.
Serena was something Rimato started, and he ended up. I guess he still got some blues, but did you think about delaying that any longer, Mason? Because I think you would have maybe wasted Romano's time a little bit more with like a little more of a delay on that.
I didn't know how many blues he'd done in Serena, and when I clicked 4 from Serena, I was like, okay, he may be finishing up Serena 3 like this second. So I don't want
Yeah,
to.
I was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He,
I literally was
definitely.
talking to. I didn't start the Piantissimo race because I was like, I have to click this the moment it gets unclicked. Because I saw that it was you clicked it at Serena hidden at 22, so you had a minute 11 to do
Yeah,
Serena 3 with the whenever, and I was like,
Yeah,
that's
I
gonna be
really
tight.
thought that were it should have been possible, but so first I died twice in Sirena 2, once at the end, once at the middle. Then I had a lot of struggles with the whenevers, and so I knew that I had enough time for from Sirena if I didn't make mistakes, but I think I missed the whenever twice, and then I missed the banana clip for like twice or 3 times. So I think it was maybe not even possible after the whenever misses, but then I also missed banana clip and it was kind of doomed.
Mason also died in Serena 2, but it was like more of a scam. It was like the clip, which
Yeah, I did
I know is
Oh.
technically something you can control, but it's still, it always
Oh
feels
yeah,
like a scam.
Catalan.
So
Yeah,
it's
what
pretty
happened
tragic.
is if I don't get I like meant to do a hard A press and it wasn't good hard enough, basically.
Yeah, that clip is really annoying since you wanna do that part optimally, but if you do it optimally, it's kind of a risk that you get that clip if you try to be slightly too optimal. But
You can
yeah,
technically save it. I saw Rimato like clip once and then
Yeah.
like clip back in on the bottom. I don't know how you did that,
yeah,
but that was pretty
if
sick.
you have quick reflexes and are kind of used to getting that clip, then you can just like hold back and save yourself. But yeah,
That's not-
usually you aren't really expecting it, so you just die.
Yeah, the more costly thing from that death was having to route in an extra life because I had a plan where I could get my 18th life outside of Serena while getting the 9th blue, and then outside of the box on the beach after getting the 9th blue outside the hotel. I had to go grab the life outside Pinnock. I didn't know how else to do that.
Yeah. I don't know. It was a pretty good match, honestly.
Yeah, so
Rimato
Mason
looked like he
wasn't.
was down at one point, pretty rough, but
Yeah,
he just
it
made
was
all the
like
right calls.
yeah, it was like 74. It was a bit scary, but I thought I had progress to most of the goals, so just had to
And
take the.
losing 60 totals was rough. I probably should have just finished out 60 totals in Rico, but
We were thinking
because 80
double was
totals were on the
suggesting
card,
it.
so it's not like the 15 Delfino blues would have given me negative value or anything.
Well, I think even if you get like 2 more blues in Delphi or in Rico, like even 2 more, then you could at least make the fast ones your in Delfino your 80, your 60, right? And then you just finish up 15 from there.
Yeah.
But like I think comboing them to be at the same number was kind of rough.
Yeah,
Maybe
and
a
I mean,
little
you
way.
still almost got away with it.
Almost.
Yeah.
But yeah, you had no room for error, pretty much.
Yeah, so was Mason contesting the hiddens at all? He kind of had access.
Not really.
But yeah, I guess if he didn't
I have
do
one
Sirena
hidden.
2 revs.
Yeah, I
As
did
gelato.
gelato sand hidden while grabbing the birds after finishing 80 totals, and that was it.
Yeah, makes sense. Routing in the lives was pretty OP since I thought you had Sirena 2 for the whole game. Or Sirena 2 revs.
I was kind of like, I have to.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I mean, the Bianco start is just better. Bianco into Serena especially is better for hiddens and shines and secrets. So I was like, I just not worth contesting.
Yeah, I
Maybe
thought
if I
Bianca
end up.
was. Yeah, I thought Bianca was a lot better than Pianta personally, so that's why I kind of just
Yeah.
double drafted Bianca instead of taking the 9 from Sirena.
Yeah, you won the draft pretty easily, but Mason played around it pretty well, honestly. I liked how he handled Serena. It was good.
Yeah,
I mean,
I was
poor
kind of
Serena
like,
maybe shouldn't have been his, but
I thought that maybe with if you took double Bianco, I get 9 Serena blues, so I get better Serena value, even if you click like double Serena goals. And if I go Serena early, then that forces you basically into Serena.
Yeah,
I was okay with you getting the double Bianco goals.
I think so. Yeah, something nice.
Set you up for more goals, but I needed to get a bigger lead in goals.
Yeah, usually 9 from Sirena is a pretty good draft, but personally, I like to sometimes consider doing the 18 and then just delaying it forever until you click the 9 from Sirena. So that's kind of a downside for the 9 from Sirena draft.
Yeah, if I get 60 totals and 15 Delfino blues, I was up 9-4, and I just would have had to
Yeah,
pick a few goals, especially with Pianta Shadow Mario basically being mine. Yeah, I could have done Pianta Shadow Mario into birds, and so the thing is, once Rimato clicked 8 from 1, I kind of gave up on birds. I was like, okay, he's got birds access. He knows I want deep Pianta. There's no way he saves it for after Shines and Secrets and Hiddens. But
Yeah, I think at that point, it
because
was tough because
the
you
thing
just
is,
had to make a lot of right calls to like snipe Rimato to every goal.
was Rimato in Noki at all?
I
did
did
gold
the
first.
hidden. Yeah, I was considering doing like Pina 1, 2, and then doing Noki 1, and then seeing if the boss hundreds was up, but I thought that was the most likely goal for you to do, so I ended up just going back to Pina 3.
Yeah, I think
Once you have
if I
birds, I mean, you have that lead anyway.
Yeah,
I was too worried about you being a Noki. If I had guessed that your play would have been Shines and Secrets, 26, 5 Hiddens, I would have gone for birds and then potentially still been ahead in Noki.
Yeah.
I don't
So was 26 shines
But-
close at all?
No, not really.
That's kind of surprising. I guess he rather in lights and did Delphine Blues, but yeah, I did both PT and Manta, and I also have the Sirena 2 deaths.
Yeah, I had a few
I
exit
don't know. I was really
areas
confused.
and
Like,
Also,
Rimato
like,
had a few exit areas too. He exited area in Serena 4, I think.
yeah, there wasn't.
And I was like really confused. I looked at like shine count in late game. Devil's like, Rimato has like 26 or like 24 shines after a trade. I'm like, wow, what? It had like 20 or
I
something.
finished
like
the game with
18 or
26
something.
shines. I have 26 shines right now. I'm trading in 8 and then doing 5 shines in Noki.
Kind of a speed bully moment. I also had like
Yeah.
Bianca 6 raids, which just takes forever.
That's right. Sucks. It's like 2 minutes. Yeah, GG's. Mason definitely had ways to win this. It was probably your closest match between you two, if I had to say.
Yeah, I
Maybe
think
that
so.
row control last year was closer, but I don't remember it being as close personally.
No, this felt closer.
Yeah.
But I did, yeah. See, I knew like
That's mine.
60 totals was rough.
60 totals is rough, yeah. I mean, you know, that you never know how it's going to play out from there. Like, Rimato could change his game plan. You know, everything could be different. It's all theoretically speaking, but losing that was indeed not the greatest. However you slice it. Yeah, we are rating over to SB. We'll be back on in like an hour and a half for Jeff Compass versus actually Peaches in another draft match. So, yeah.
I think
Any
that'll be
final
on Bingo Thoughts.
thoughts? That'll be on Bingo-thon. Any final thoughts from anyone?
It was a fun game.
Yeah,
Thanks everyone for your restreaming
GG's
commentary
guys.
and all that.
GG's.
GG's.